PQR were partners sharing profits and losses equally. They decided to dissolve the firm. Balances are given. Here liabilities are secured loan, creditors and bills payable. These are external liabilities and capital is internal liability. Secured loan should be settled first, then creditors and bills payable. Both are unsecured liabilities. So while making payment towards unsecured liabilities, we should pay both liabilities as per their ratio in terms of amount. So here 80,000 and 20,000, this amount is given. So ratio will be 4:1. So while making payment to liabilities, creditors and bills payable should be settled at a time in the ratio 4:1. Realizations given, first, second, third installment, and at the same time expenses on realization is also given. So accordingly, while preparing the statement of distribution of cash, new adjustments are payment to creditors and bills payable in particular ratio and adjustment for installment amount and expenses. So let's start with excess capital. Balances are 80,000, 60,000 and 50,000. Profit sharing is equal 1:1:1. So on next line, unit values will remain same, 80, 60 and 50,000. Minimum is 50,000. So taking 50,000 as base, calculate proportionate capital. 50,000 into 1, it's same. And next step is calculation of proportionate excess. Actual balance less proportionate capital equal to 30,000 for P. 60 minus 50, it's 10,000 for Q, and for R it's nil. So first step, proportionate excess capital is 30,000 and 10,000. Let's continue with same steps. PSR 1:1. Second unit values, second step unit values are 30,000 and 10,000. Second step, proportionate capital, taking Q's unit value as base. It's 10,000 for P, 10,000 for Q. And after deducting (30 minus 10), ultimate excess is 20,000 for P. So sequence in payment is first payment to P rupees 20,000, second payment to P and Q rupees 10,000, 10,000 each. This is calculated as per proportionate capital, second last line. So total amount due is 20,000, and third payment to all partners in equal ratio. So conclusion of this statement of excess capital is, first pay to P rupees 20,000, then pay to P and Q 10,000 each, total rupees 20. Third payment to all partners in equal ratio. So while making statement of distribution of cash. Write down all the balances. Cash 30, secured loan creditors as per balance sheet, bills payable again balance sheet, and these are capital balances. Total claims are 4 lakh. Now our first payment is towards secured loan 1,10,000. Out of 1,10,000, current cash balance is 30,000. So less paid for secured loan rupees 30,000 . 80,000 secured loan, 3,70,000 claims pending. Current cash is nil. So now let's take first installment. In first installment, 1,25,000 is cash realized and expenses are 5,000. So net available is 1,20,000. We can also deduct 125 minus 5 in cash column, and on next line we can show 1,20,000, or we can write it here 1,25,000 less 5,000. So anyhow cash available will be 1,20,000. You can show any suitable method for working, but cash available is 1,20,000. So out of 120, secured loan is pending 80,000. So less paid for secured loan 80,000. Secured loan now settled, amount is nil. 2,90,000 is claims and cash balance is 40,000. Now next amount payable is towards creditors and bills payable. Both these liabilities are unsecured. So while making payment, we should not pay first to creditors and then to bills payable, or first bills payable then creditors. Both liabilities should be settled at a time as per their profit sharing ratio. म्हणजेच ह्या दोन्ही लायबिलिटी अनसिक्युअर्ड असल्यामुळे एकाला आधी आणि एकाला नंतर असं पेमेंट करून चालत नाही. दोनही लायबिलिटीजना एकाच वेळी त्यांच्या अमाऊंटच्या रेशोमध्ये पेमेंट करायचं. इथे मी माहितीसाठी रेशो लिहितो. 80,000 आणि 20,000 याचा रेशो येईल 4:1. टोटल 80 अधिक 20 1 लाखाचं पेमेंट होईपर्यंत जशी टप्प्याटप्प्याने कॅश अवेलेबल होईल ती 4:1 अशी पे करायची. मग 4:1 पे करण्यासाठी सध्या आपल्याकडे 40,000 कॅश आहे. मग 40,000 पे झाले की पुढे जे बाकी असतील ते सुद्धा 4:1 असं पेमेंट होईल. नेक्स्ट लाईन, पेड टू क्रेडिटर्स अँड बिल्स पेएबल 40,000. This 40,000 should be divided in the ratio 4:1. So it's 32,000 and 8,000. Bills payable balance will be 12,000 and creditors will be 48,000. 2,50,000 claims and cash available is nil. So here it is end of first installment. Further cash available is in second installment. In second installment, 1,44,000 is cash available and expenses payable are 4,000. So 144 less 4,000. 1,40,000 is cash available. From 1,40,000, our amount payable towards creditors and bills payable is 48 plus 12 equal to 60,000. So first pay to creditors and bills payable rupees 60,000. 48 and 12. Now it is automatically allocated in the ratio 4:1. You can check 60,000 allocated in the ratio 4:1. It gives 48,000 and 12,000 automatically. Now creditors and bills payable are settled. Claims pending 1,90,000 and cash in hand is 80,000. So here our outside liabilities are settled, secured loan independently settled, and creditors plus bills payable are settled in the ratio 4:1. Now amount is payable towards capital of P, Q and R. As it is already calculated, first is for P 20,000, second is for P and Q, total rupees 20,000. So on next line, less paid to P rupees 20,000 to clear his ultimate excess. Amount payable to P will be 60, cash available 60 and claims are 170. So after payment of ultimate excess, next is amount payable to P and Q rupees 10,000 is total rupees 20. It is available with us. So less paid to P and Q total 20 to be divided in their profit sharing ratio equal 1:1. So now cash is 40,000, claims are 1,50,000 and capital balances will be 50,000 each. Now after settlement of proportionate excess, balances are 50 for P and Q and R already has balance of 50,000. This capital amount should be cross-checked with proportionate capital step 1. It is 50,000. So up to this step our payment is correct. Now hereafter all cash available should be distributed among the partners equally. So next line, paid to all partners P, Q, R, amount 40,000. If we allocate equally, it gives 13,333.3. So to make some adjustment, two partners are shown as 33 and one partner is shown as 34. Now cash is nil, claims are 1,10,000 and balances are 36,667 for two partners and 36,666 for third partner. Here it is completion of second installment. Then third installment is 1,02,000 and expenses are 2,000. So net available amount is 1 lakh. One lakh is payable to all partners in their profit sharing ratio. So next, paid to PQR in their profit sharing ratio 33,333. Here I have shown 1 rupee extra to Q. It is only adjustment, no specific rule. Cash is nil, claims pending are 10,000. Amount payable to P is 3,334. And for Q and R it's 3,333. It is 10,000 unpaid towards partners capital. This amount is unpaid, that means it is loss on realization rupees 10,000. So after payment of all installments, rupees 10,000 could not be settled, which indicates loss, and it is automatically allocated equally among all partners. This 1 rupee adjustment is but natural, and new adjustments were payment to same level liabilities as per their profit sharing, as per their ratio of amount 4:1. And one more adjustment is adjustment for expenses during installment. This we have shown into bracket, and cash column indicates net amount available. Same with second installment, net amount available 140, and with third installment net amount available is 1 lakh.